Hello everyone, this is Illuminating Dots. Today we are gonna start with chapter 1 of CBSE Class 10 Mathematics, which is real numbers. So I'll just give you a summary of the first exercise. Every week there will be around 2 to 3 videos. I'll try to make around 2 to 3 videos every week for class 10 mathematics, and I hope you will find doing mathematics with me and using my skills and the logic I will apply, which is very useful and has helped me a lot. So let's start with the chapter. The first part of the chapter speaks about Euclid's division lemma. So Euclid's division lemma is used to find the HCF of two numbers. Now these two numbers are usually large numbers because you can find HCF by using Euclid's division lemma or prime factorization method, but prime factorization method is useful for small numbers of 3-digit to 4-digit numbers, but Euclid's division lemma can be used to find the HCF of very large numbers also, and it really helps a lot and reduces a lot of time. So without further ado, let's start with the first exercise. And one more important thing, I have just completed my 10th standard, and due to the pandemic I was not able to give the boards exam because CBSE cancelled the boards, as you all know, and CBSE also reduced the syllabus by 33% very long ago. So most of the part of this mathematics chapters also were omitted, and so I was not able to learn any of them. And in this one, Euclid's division lemma, actually the whole Euclid's division lemma part is only omitted, but I'll then to solve the first question because finding HCF through Euclid's division lemma is something we have learnt in like 5th standard or so, and it's very easy also. So I'll just do the first question, and I'll not solve the whole all the sub questions because this is only a summary of the chapter and not the whole explanation of the chapter. If you want the whole explanation of the chapter or you have any doubt in any particular sum, then you can do comment on it, and I'll make sure to make a video and post it as soon as possible. So let's start with the first one. 135 and 225. So we have to find the HCF of 135 and 225. So the first, so 135 and 225, we write the greatest number before. So 225 is, so 225 is equals to, the smaller number will come here into, okay, so this is like 225 135. We have to divide 225 and 135, so this comes 135, the remainder is 90. So the divisor comes here, the quotient is multiplied and the remainder is added. This is something which we have studied in 4th standard, like dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. And yes, now the next part, we write 135 here. The divisor becomes the dividend and the remainder becomes the quotient, becomes the divisor. Now this goes as this. So we are left with 90. The divisor became the dividend, and now so 1s are 90. So here 45 is left. So into 1, that is the question, plus 45. Now again the same step, we write the divisor here and the remainder becomes the divisor into 2 plus 0. So 45 when multiplied by 2 gives the remainder 0. So our HCF is 45. Now why this is true? Because whenever there is HCF, we find the highest common factor, and if the remainder is left 2, then 45 will divide 135 and 225 with completely, which will leave the remainder 0. So our HCF is 45. This was an easy question. We have learnt it from very beginning. Not too hard, not too easy though, but if you try this 1-2 times, if you practice it, it will become more easy and it will help a lot. Now the next part. So this was it for the first exercise. I have no idea about the ahead coming sums about the first exercise because I never learned them, no one taught me ever. So that was it. See you in the next lecture with more easy maths. Though this is a hard chapter, I'll try to make it the simplest one because it is the simplest chapter among all. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope you find this first exercise easy, and if it is so, then please do leave a like and please subscribe to my channel for more mathematics. And if you really want maths to be easy for you, then you should really practice maths every day. I know all of the teachers say the same thing, but me being a student itself, I know how it feels to do maths. But frankly speaking, maths has changed my life. It is very easy to understand and not so very hard to do if you have the practice to do it. So this was all the boring part, I know, but please subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.